This is Weimar Garnica speaking today. Here at Portal del Eden, welcome. Today we are going to talk about the native species that we handle in our nursery, which are the oak, the sangregado, the famous chicala, the liquid dunbar, and the cedar. This you see is the oak. What is it for? It is a timber plant, very desirable for its wood quality. Here we use it in a cold climate for sustainability and gardens in meadows or mountainous areas. Evidently, this species is very desirable. It is also a recognized species, firm and resistant. It almost does not suffer from diseases, but when there is one that attacks it, it must be very attentive to the leaves. Regarding pesticides, we must also be careful not to consume the aloe from the trunk, because it could leave us with an unusable tree. Also, as we can see, another species that we use a lot for gardens and parks is the chicala, because it throws a yellow flower. There are 3 varieties of this species: yellow, pink, and white. The one we use here in the city is mostly the yellow chicala, because it is suitable for cold weather. The pink one is more suitable for hot tropical land, because it is more resistant to hot weather. The yellow chicala does not support heat. That is why it is usually used in cold climates. Another timber plant is a sangregado, another timber plant, which is also of health. That's why they call it that way, because its bark is used a lot for diseases. It is also very desirable for parks and gardens. Another one that is well known is the liquid dunbar. It is very leafy. Its leaf is very peculiar and striking to the European foreign trees, since this one boots its leaf a little similar to the autumn or spring seasons. This species is very resistant, and its leaves change when it's in formation or in growth. It is very beautiful, cozy, and striking. The other one that is also productive is cedar, another timber plant, a species that is almost on the way to extinction. But we are recovering it. We use it for gardens, sustainability, and for wood, because it is one of the finest. This one, another species that we have here is a jasmine sabanero. This is another native tree that gives us a lot of strength, resistance in the soil, and it is also timber. We can use it for many things. This species grows a lot. It is very popular in parks and gardens because of the good shade it provides. The species drops its seed, and as you can see, it is the one that produces the next tree. This is how its reproductive cycle is formed. It also gives us a lot of stability. It is very resistant. This is why the jasmine sabanero, another native that we have here in our nursery, Portal del Eden, is very popular. Today, our native trees are scarce. Our people do not want to grow them, but I recommend them because they are very striking, resistant, and representative species of our region. We can have them for many services, both for health and for benefits such as wood. Compared to other species, these can contribute a lot to a garden or a park because we have the heritage of our trees and we do not continue to lose them. We are called to cultivate these species, to plant them and to maintain them, such as the sangregado, the liquidambar, the oak, the cedar, but we should have them in a park, in a garden, because they thank us, and we can even have them in bonsais, because they lend themselves to that. Native trees, like the chicala, do not have so many roots. They give good shade and throw a very striking symbolic flower here in the Sabana de Bogota. We can see that the tree we have so far is growing. If we do not want to have it bigger, we can prune it. Here I can prune it. We give it the size so that it can grow and develop according to our preference. We can also have it in a pot so that we can decorate a garden or in some space that we have, even in a park like the oak. They do not need enough water. They are very resistant. They keep their humidity and the soil is easy to obtain. So that its growth and development is quite effective. In all native species, these cares can be made. It does not need much space. It can be pruned, adorned, and decorated. In addition, it supports the gardens and calls a lot to the birds. Another native species that is not from our city, but can be found in our nurseries and that are of interest to our customers, is a native species 7 cueros. This plant boasts a spectacular purple flower. It is a very resistant tree and very desirable for decoration of gardens, parks, or paths. It is very resistant. It is in charge of oxygenating the soil and maintaining the humidity of the soil. Another one that is also desired, but it is native, is the night of the night. This plant at a certain age throws a flower, and that flower throws a scent, as if it were a perfume. But this throws it at night. That is why they call it the night of the night. It is native. It is a tree that gives resistance. gives harmony, is very colourful and aromatic. Another tree that helps us with land improvement is the elder. A native tree that is not nationalised here, but is used a lot. It is very resistant, almost more than the acacia. It is also decorative and gives good shade. Something very useful for a farm or a park. In addition to this, it conditions and stabilizes the soil, avoiding soil erosion to the maximum. It ends up being a very beautiful tree with a resistant leaf and few diseases. Are plants that give us life, oxygenate and purify the air. We can have them in a garden, in the front garden, or in pots, because they also adapt very well. Very adaptable, as well as the Knight of the Night and the 7 hides. Thank you for your attention and for giving us this space to show you our native plants. Remember, I am Weimar Garnica. I bid you farewell and invite you to visit us in our Vivero Portal del Eden, located near Montserrat. You are always welcome, friends of TV Agro.
Amigos de TV Agro.